Well, it's morning and I did not. Car is down there, right there. See that solar panel on top? And it's another cloudy day, but whew, it gets hot. But it was super nice having the AC on all night and being in this big room, not by the train track. Yes, it's the same hotel that is just really close to where I work. So now I need to go downstairs, get that free breakfast, and head to work. Well, it's Friday evening and I need to clean out this mess. It's a disaster. It almost looks like a tornado hit. So I'm going to remove everything. I have been thinking about taking out the seat so that I have some more space under, and maybe lowering the bed so I have more headroom. But we'll see if I even get to that this weekend. Contemplate it. Even if I take the seat out, I'm going to put clothes that I have. That's the laundry, but clothes I have behind the dresser organizer. They're in packing cubes, and those clothes I'll be putting in the ground where the chair should be. But now that we're in storage, I need to go inside, get a dolly, and empty out what I can from here. I don't know, I think now that I've emptied out everything, I just feel overwhelmed with the mess in my storage, and plus this huge task I'm thinking about taking on. I don't know. I really don't know if I'm going to take those seats out. It is a chore. Well, I vacuumed, and I'm looking at the kitchen, and I'm feeling a little overwhelmed now. I'm feeling like a pack rat. And it's also summer, so summer cooking is way too hot. I'm feeling really overwhelmed. Like, why did I even get started? But I like to change things up. So I do want to lower the bed because I feel I'm too high and I don't have that headroom when I sit there. But now I'm also feeling that maybe taking the kitchen out and just keeping utensils and my refrigerator, because it's summer and it's roasting in here if I'm gonna be cooking in here. So I think I'm just gonna take the kitchen out and give the kitchen a break. That way there won't be so much stuff in here, and it could be cooler. It hasn't really been that hot, but I still think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to take that kitchen out. Okay, so I got the bed back in. I'm setting up the mattress, my blankets, my compartments that go under the bed, and I lowered the kitchen. So there's more of a space here. And maybe I'll get some more of a breeze through there. And I'll be able to put a fan even on top of it. Crack that window open a little and get some breeze in. So this is what we're dealing with right now. Then I have the front seat full of stuff to organize, and then some stuff here. Here's your grandbabies. Look at those handsome boys. All right, let me get to this. Okay, so there's not much sun out. My solar panel will be charging a little bit. I'm not sure whether... So I didn't take the seats out anyway. It was going to be a lot of work, and it's summer, and I'll be on vacation soon. And I'll be traveling to see my kids. So I figured I could do that when I come back from my vacation. I just wanted to have the van just a little cooler, and this may do it. But this carpet, I don't know if I should cut it to fit it or leave it as it is. that is something I will contemplate. Meanwhile, let me go straighten up the back. All right, so anyway, the tornado happened and I got to straighten all this up. This is a little cooler, like a water cooler type thing. I'm gonna give that a try. And so I still have to straighten all this up. Okay, well, I hope my voice is not going in and out because I'm recording and there's a lot of noise in the background. But anyway, this is the backside of the van. Underneath, I've got some dishes that need to be washed. And I'll be getting to those as soon as I get a sink. But I have packs or packing cubes with extra clothes that I don't normally use. And then my small 300 watt, which controls my Himalayan salt lights, and also my little fan at night. And I also plug in a cell phone charger. So I went down to a smaller drawer organizer. Since it's summer school, I don't need that much clothes, and I want to keep the van more airy and not so cluttered. So I do have a space right here, which I'm probably going to end up putting my toilet there, because since I lowered the kitchen, the toilet doesn't fit under. There was a nice space under. So far, this is what we're looking at. And I do use double-sided tape, as you'll see right here, so that stuff doesn't fall. And I actually get this one, and it's a Gorilla. And this is also what I used on my solar panel. Now right now, there's a little bit of sun. I'm right under the sun. Solar panel is charging. So the double-sided tape went under. So that's what supported it under. And I have I'll have to look up what it's called, but I have a sheet of this kind of like a cardboard plastic stuff so that there's some type of ventilation. Tape the front so you could see the white tape, and then there's some black tape here. Right there is a little open, but the back side has more of a breathing room. But all the front where air could get in and lift up the solar panel, I've taped down. I think I really need to wash it. It's a little dusty. So probably do that today or tomorrow at the car wash. But that's the solar panel. Still holding up, still charging. But again, I put the double-sided tape underneath it. And we're still good. A lot of you must do this where you roll your pants and then just kind of get them in there. So, I mean, that's more than a week's worth of pants, so I'm good with when it comes to pants. So I think this new setup's gonna work great for me. Now, as I got my shirts out and started going through my shirts, I don't have enough shirts, so I'm gonna have to go back to storage and get some shirts out of the drawers that I packed away. But luckily, those shirts are in a place where I can get to them, because I mean, this is a polo shirt. I could wear that for work, and then I usually just wear some t-shirts just to stay cool, like this Snow White one. But these ones are something that I got on Shein, and the material is very hot, so I won't wear that for summer. And I don't really care to wear the polo shirts because they're hot too. And these are just, I only have one t-shirt in here. The rest of those are just tank tops and shorts. So I definitely have to go back to storage and get some shirts, at least 5 shirts to put in here. And then that'll go under my bed. So let me clean up this mess and figure out what's next. So I do have this pile of clothes that I'm gonna have to take to storage and get some more t-shirts out just for work. I don't need to wear polos. It's just summer school, so I just see everybody's more casual. So I've made a smaller drawer organizer there, and this will hopefully give me more circulation of air. And then with this air cooler, now I only paid $10 for this at the swap meet. Lady was on the street, and you should put water in there. We'll see how that does when it does get hot. And my refrigerator running, I turn my refrigerator off at night so it doesn't warm up either, and hopefully I got more ventilation. I can crack some windows. I have lessened the load with the kitchen. I still have my running water and my soap and my emergency equipment, no, safety, or what are you gonna call this, my weapons, my trash bags, this and that, and napkins. There's toilet paper, cereal, hats, tea, spices, oatmeal. And now I can actually access up here some, and that's where I have all my dental type stuff, picks, floss. And I wasn't able to get that when this kitchen was higher, but it's come down a great deal, and it's still functional. And we have my running water. So I have 2 pitchers under there, or 2 gallons. And this is about it. This is what we're gonna deal with for the next week and see just how that does. I got La Fufu here and I got La Boo Boo there. This has also been double-sided taped down. Not sure how that will do when I'm driving, but I do have my Blue Eddy here, which is charging right now. We're at 96 and we're taking in 85 watts from the solar panel. There's my junk drawer, my little voodoo doll a friend made me, my family, and of course everybody needs, and I need to tape him down, emotional support pickle. So he's there. I got my Stitch. And then that's all my morning stuff and night stuff. So when I lay down, it's at my reach. I didn't make any of the changes that I wanted to, but we'll see how we do this week with the heat. It's actually only going to be in the 80s and probably in the 70s at night. But this is our living space. And yes, I did get my toilet up there on the side in between the panel of the car and the drawer. So my batteries also have ventilation. You could see that charger right there with the ventilation, and then my Blue Eddy also has ventilation, so they're not stuck in somewhere, so they're not going to overheat and bring more heat to the van. But this is what we're going to deal with this week. Yep. And I definitely need to cut back on drinking soda because I need to lose weight. I want to give a shout out to all of my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And the algorithm has been putting my video on top, so I've been getting plenty of views, and I really want to share all of my experience with all of you. I'm going to thank you all for subscribing, for liking and commenting. I do try and get back to all of your comments. And it's a beautiful day. So until next time, remember to live free.